We speak to Inglis General Manager of Bloodstock Sales, Sebastian Hutch, because we're talking about horse ownership here, Sebastian, and let's start with that whole idea. People can get involved in a racehorse at any level, at any price, can't they?
Yeah, morning Julie, morning Tim. It's fantastic to hear Paul Gallen and be so enthusiastic about the fun he's had with Tiago Shark. I mean, the buzz he gets from it, obviously he's an elite sports person, but to hear the buzz he gets from it, it's really fantastic to hear about that.
And it's lovely to see a big smile on his face too, because I don't think we ever got that personality out of him when he was playing football. But Sebastian, the Premier Yearling Sales have just wrapped up for Inglis. How did it all go?
Yeah, look, everything went very well. I mean, we expected the sale to go well. You know, we talk about the demand for quality horses being extremely strong. You know, I think when we spoke in advance of the sale, we were cautiously optimistic that it would go well. I think it's probably fair to say the sale exceeded our expectations. You know, there was tremendous demand from domestic trainers and international investors, and we're really very pleased. It's a very important sale, and you know, to have it go as well as it did was very satisfying.
Well, we're heading into the Easter sale in a few weeks' time, but it's a big week or two in the Hunter Valley, isn't it?
Yeah, this period leading into the sale is hugely important because this is the time when, you know, these horses are at this stage quite advanced in their preparation for the sale. You know, many of these horses could actually go to the sale in the morning if required to do so. They're very well grown at this juncture. So this couple of weeks period is where people like to go and pre-inspect the horses on the farms, not just around the Hunter Valley, but around Australia.
I was going to say, Sebastian,
as you can see at the races, it's very busy here.
You do have a little bit of company. We've thrown you in the lurch there. How does that process work for Inglis and the Hunter and those looking at the inspections? Talk us through the process.
Yeah, so we have over 60 vendors represented in the sale. There are 514 horses catalogued for the sale. You know, the majority of those horses are stable or resident in the Hunter Valley, and then some of the other major bloodstock hotspots around the country, be they in the Gambia and Victoria or the Southern Highlands of New South Wales. Prospective buyers will make appointments to go and inspect those horses at the farm in their home environments to see how they're developing in advance of the sale. Inglis will do inspection tours with our bloodstock team around these respective farms and bring clients or guests with them. You know, it's a great environment in which to inspect the horses. You know, they're generally very relaxed. A lot of people like to see the progress that these horses have made between inspections on the farm and then when they arrive at the sales 3 and 4 weeks later. So it's really a very informative time of the year. People start to prepare for, you know, what horses they might like to buy at the sale, or, you know, who they're going to advise their clients to take a particular interest in, and it's a very important time.
Yeah, I was having a chat with John Massara during the week, of course, a partner with us here on the show, and Arrowfield, the largest vendor, taking over 60 horses to the Easter sale. Look, it's difficult to know what happens in an hour's time, let alone tomorrow or a few weeks' time, but how you've got to get some anticipation. We had the virtual floods at Warwick Farm, the air of coronavirus around the Premier sale. They both went very well. What's some of the early thinking in and around the Easter sale?
Look, at this stage we're operating on the basis that we expect the sale to go ahead. You know, we're very respectful of the guidelines that have been outlined by government, but we're looking to try and consider a set of circumstances under which the sale can proceed. You know, as you say, it's an evolving situation, but we'll work with the necessary authorities to see how we can facilitate the sale. We'd like to try and get the horses on the complex, etc. I mean, the pre-sale inspections that you speak of earlier are going to be very important from that point of view. We'd like to try and have a situation where as many buyers as possible can see the horses in advance of the sale. You know, I think it goes without saying that the appetite for the sale, not just from domestic vendors but from international vendors is extremely, or excuse me, international investors is extremely high. And we want to try and put together a set of circumstances whereby the sale will proceed, and we're expecting it to proceed.
Sebastian, does that mean you can expect the focus to shift to the online bidding facilities?
Yeah, look, I think the likelihood is that there'll be more online activity in advance of and during the sale. You know, we've already spoken to our vendors about trying to maybe prepare more extensive video footage of their stock for people who may not be in a position to attend the sale. We're fortunate in that our online bidding platform is, you know, very extensive and has been in operation for a number of years, so it's something that people are very familiar with, but it's going to take on a more heightened significance during this sale, I would expect.
Yeah, look, it's got a fantastic history, the Inglis Easter sale, and it's been a great year so far with the Classic and the Premier in Melbourne. Sebastian, thanks for coming on the show, and we'll talk, no doubt, over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, look, really appreciate your time and looking forward to a good day's racing.